What is going on YouTube? Hated back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are talking about Cardano ADA, specifically, as you guys can tell by the title. What I really want to talk about in today's video is the fact that Cardano actually just broke through $1. This has been a coin we haven't really talked about in a long time here on the channel, and I think it's due for a discussion. As the last time we were really looking at Cardano, we were still in a continued bearish correction here, and we did break through some pretty vital supports as we started to head back down to retest the weekly support level here. As you guys can see, we just recently broke through that and had a bearish cross on the weekly charts here, which could start to send the price of Cardano down much lower than we had originally anticipated. With all this being said, though, it does open up some key possibilities of buying in at some incredibly low prices, which could honestly pay off when the next bull run does decide to come for Cardano specifically. How high could we go? That's what we're going to try to figure out in today's video. Regardless, it is very possible that we could be seeing some lower prices come in the very near future. So just be on edge that there is a chance we could see prices dip lower, and I'll explain more about that later on in today's video. What I've also started to notice within Cardano is Cardano specifically seems to have runs similarly with other altcoins at the timing that Bitcoin does typically too. You can see the first one we really had, the first big major run that Cardano did actually start to see a swing, was back here at the end of 2017 into 2018, following very much so Bitcoin at the same time here, which was right around the first halving that Bitcoin did have. Flash forward into 2020, we now had another runner. Into 2021, we had another one right after Bitcoin's halving here, and we are expected to see another halving come within Bitcoin fairly soon. I don't want to, say it's going to be next week or in a month or two from now, but I do want to show you guys that as well. As you guys can see, I do have an article pulled up which says the next Bitcoin bull run might be around 2024, so I do want to go into that. With that being said, guys, today's video is brought to us by METAMOOSE, which has been a previous sponsor here on the channel. METAMOOSE is a new NFT project that is coming to market. They are minting very soon, so more information about METAMOOSE will be at the end of today's video. I've also linked them down in the description below where you can check them out. With that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, as you can see, I do have Cardano pulled up, and you can see we've been in a descending fractal here for a very long time on the coin. Honestly, ever since its high, which happened in September here, we can even spread it out to August, but really when we started to see the lower high formation, it really started to take off back in September here, the beginning of September. We've since had a lower high, lower low formation here and have yet to break the pattern. So until we break through this descending fractal, we're going to still expect to see corrections lower. And you can also see this is a good way to leverage the coin as well. If you do, and when we do retest this top resistance, we typically have corrections that pull us lower here. As you can see, prices typically tend to drop off and drop off and drop off, and it is a continued dip in the price here. So this is a, if you like to play it a little more aggressive, a good short opportunity that would expect to see prices dip lower. Now, we are hitting a small support at 85 cents here, which, does kind of make sense that we have had it in the past here back in February of 2021 here. But ultimately, the fact is we're still in a lower high, lower low pattern here, and prices are not in the entire cryptocurrency market not looking too good right now, as they have been in a bearish, correction to the downside here, and there's been no bullish sentiment, which would cause markets to revert out of this. Now, the other thing to pay attention to is we are looking very good. I mean, we're on sale. The price of Cardano and other cryptocurrencies, major cryptocurrencies, are on sale. We're down currently at most 75% from the high and down 72% overall from its high currently, which is an extremely undervalued price currently. Now, Cardano does have a lot of utility backing it, which, might not show today or in the next couple of months here, but when the next run does happen, that utility will drive this coin up, and it won't let Cardano die, as cryptocurrencies that tend to get wiped out don't typically have much utility behind it. And Cardano has been around for at least, 4 to 5 years now, since 2017, at least since the inception that, Cardano was added to Binance. You can see it's been a very long time here, and we have been able to see some pretty incredible explosive runs to the upside. Now, the other thing to take into consideration is Cardano is getting very low to the bottom right now on its relative strength indicator, trading at 37 on the relative strength indicator is fairly low for a coin like this, considering we have been extremely overbought in the past here, and without a doubt can definitely go back to these all-time highs, if not break through them in the near future. Now, what I want to talk about is, you can see the first run happened, or the second run happened right at around 2020. You can see here that we started to take off, and the last one, or the original one, happened back in 2017. Very similar to Bitcoin, which had its run back at the end of 2020 here. You could see the beginning of 2020, and then or the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. And the other run that happened was back in 2017 with this bullish, massive run to the upside here. So it makes sense that we are going to see Cardano correlate fairly well with Bitcoin. And now the next anticipated Bitcoin bull run would be, and I'm talking about all-time highs. I'm not talking about the possibility of seeing prices rally back up. We've seen it before. I mean, we can reference Bitcoin here, that we have seen some pretty substantial runs where prices were at $6,000 and we did run all the way up to 11,000, almost doubling the price here. But it was in a long-term lower high formation though. So it is possible that we could see Cardano see more swings to the future, or to the upside here in the future. We could easily see Cardano see another swing, potentially back up to $1.86, back up to $1.25. But we are still what could be in a lower high formation until we get the positive bullish break and we're out of a crypto bear winter for most of these cryptocurrencies here. Now you can see what analysts are starting to predict is that next Bitcoin bull run might not happen until 2024, which would be around the next halving of Bitcoin. And it says Bitcoin may not see its next great bull run, and that's what we're referring to, all-time highs, till 2024 into 2025. According to the co-founder of one of the world's biggest cryptocurrencies exchanges, Bitcoin is down by 30.93%, and I think it's more now. And you can see here, according to Dujan, co-founder of Huobi, Bitcoin may only see a new bull run in 2024 into 2025 once the blockchain sees a new halving. Following this cycle, it won't be till the end of 2024, 2025 that we can welcome the next bull market into Bitcoin, which again is not that long. It's not a long period to see that next thing happen. You can see the last halving took place in May of 2020, and about 1.5 years later, Bitcoin managed to hit an all-time high in November of 2021 at $69,000 from its halving. So it's hard to predict exactly when that next run could happen, but it's definitely plausible that we could see this. And you can see here, going back, and we'll reference 2017, for example, here, that there were opportunities to buy in at lower prices. You can see the lowest point on Bitcoin to buy in was around 2018, and then you can see flashing forward until really 2020 that we started to see some momentum pick back up. So it's not going to be right before the next bull run that we see Bitcoin at its lowest point, or Cardano at its lowest point. So what that's telling me is we could see soon, the lowest point come to Cardano much earlier than the next bull run, which does suggest good buy-in opportunities, to invest into a coin expecting to take off here. So with us continuing to fall lower, there are chances that the next drop of Cardano would be the lowest point, maybe 34 cents, as that's the next support on this cryptocurrency here. But we are undervalued and we are trading below the weekly moving averages here. So there are expectations that we could continue to dip lower, but we are extremely undervalued with expectations of seeing prices rise back up. Now, if we were from this point, if you bought in at 86 cents to swing back up to all-time highs, would be a 263% gain, almost a 3x on your money, which is pretty incredible. And, as we did in the last bull run, a bigger run would extend this price much, much, much higher. You can see here from the original breakout, we were up a 2,733% run. And this was at prices just at about at about 10 cents here. I know we're at 87 cents, but the original breakout took us from a 10-cent jump all the way up to over $3, which was a 2,700% jump, which is a 20 to 30x. So granted, I don't think that Cardano could fall that low. It's possible, and we have to, dollar cost average on the way down, but that if we do decide to dip lower here, we do need to, lock in these profits here. And the next bull run that does happen, we could be seeing similar returns to that. Even playing it conservative, a 1000x would be a 10x jump. A conservative approach to a 20x jump, and you can see this was like 2700, I believe, from the 10x point barrier here all the way up to the top was a 2900. That's a 30x jump here. So a 20 to 30x jump isn't unreasonable because Cardano did just have that for this recent bull run. So the expectations of maybe seeing 91 cents at its low, or maybe seeing 40 or 50 cents at its low, buying in at lower levels, dollar cost averaging on the way down, with expectations of seeing a similar run to the upside here, could lock you in some pretty historically big jumps and returns on your investment coming the next bull run, which, gives you some time, but maybe end of 2024 into 2025. So with all that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I do want to talk more about MetaMOOSE, however, with you. I want to give a huge shout out to MetaMOOSE for sponsoring today's episode. As with all NFT projects, please do your own research and never invest anything something you can't afford to lose. So guys, in recent news, METAMOOSE Club unveils a revolutionary NFT collection inspired by and in service of wildlife conservation. Now they're revealing their collection of 10,000 moose NFTs. Now the METAMOOSE Club trailblazes a new path with a unique entry into the metaverse and expansion into a decentralized blockchain-based hunting platform. Now launching their first ever NFT collection, Moose NFTs, the METAMOOSE Club, also known as MMC, begins their foray into the NFT space with a 10,000 collection on the Ethereum blockchain. Considered just the beginning of what is in store for MMC, this collection represents the merging of art, technology, wildlife appreciation, and charity. Now the METAMOOSE Club, a team of 6 based out of Texas in the US, are marking their territory in the NFT space and revolutionizing the synergy of decentralization and gaming. Now guys, with a mission to bring awareness to wildlife issues such as poaching and even unethical hunting practices, MMC looks forward to growing a community around the mission of responsible hunting and wildlife preservation. Now their NFT project stands out as the first of many that are designed to support this cause and grow awareness around promoting biodiversity, supporting ecosystems, and giving back to various charities with aligned values. Now the story of the METAMOOSE includes the journey of the revered animals into the metaverse after wandering through the mysterious lands and stumbling through a fortuitous portal. Now finding themselves in a stunning new realm, the METAMOOSE quickly established themselves as the ambassadors of the newfound metaverse, full of swagger and cool confidence. And from here they begin their adventures and embark on true otherworldly explorations. Now the artwork representing the Moose NFT collection features various moose personalities, traits, and even looks. Stylized as fun, funky characters, each moose's characteristics are unique and one of a kind, and each moose NFT will allow holders to be raffled into a whitelist for the 3D playable moose avatar presale. And as holders, the collection will also gain special privileges as players in the METAMOOSE Lodge hunting game and first access to exclusive news as well as future drops. Now upcoming projects of the METAMOOSE Club will also include the MMC merch store, the introduction of Celestial City Coin, and various interactive opportunities and events. The hunting game will stand out as revolutionary, decentralized, blockchain-based hunting platform, the first ever of its kind. And in pioneering such experiences for the metaverse and utilizing blockchain capabilities, the METAMOOSE Club is forging a strong entrance into the meta realm with the purpose of wildlife preservation propelling them ahead. And it is their aim to continually support their mission and uphold MMC value in creating new and unique experiences and collections to enjoy. Now guys, to learn more about the METAMOOSE Club and their upcoming launch of the METAMOOSE 10K collection, you can find them on their website, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and Telegram, which I've all linked in the description down below. Otherwise, shout out again to METAMOOSE for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.